Neil, let's talk about the football. Aberdeen, how tough do you think that will be? How good a chance is it for Hibs to bounce back?
Well, they're in good form, you know. They've obviously, Derek's got them going again. They got into the cup final, and then they've had 2 wins off the back of that. Really good win at Kilmarnock, which is a difficult place to go. So, yeah, I mean, Aberdeen are as good as anyone in the division, and particularly at Pittodrie. You know, they're formidable opposition. So, it's a good game for us to get our teeth back into. You know, we were disappointing last week, and I know the reasons why. You know, it's down to me and all the outside external influences that maybe made the players lose focus and me lose a bit of focus as well. So we've had a good week this week and we're looking forward to it.
How do you make sure you get that message across to the players to sort of refine that focus and maybe for yourself as well?
Well, it's not a major, you know, problem. You know, we've had a good week, as I say. We've had a couple of chats about it, and yeah, the players are raring to go. It was a very alien performance from us. It was quite flat, and I totally understand that, and I have sympathy for the players on that. But we need to, you know, our form's been good this season, and that's just one really low performance out of, you know, 15, 16. So I'm pretty sure they've got that ability to bounce back very, very quickly.
When you look at how tight the league is, especially pushing for that sort of top 6 area, is that a good thing for you? You've got a chance to bounce back and every point matters, or do you have to make sure you do get a response?
Well, both. You know, you make sure you get a response and get a performance, excuse me, and do our best to get the 3 points and get back to the style of football that we've been accustomed to over the last 2.5 years.
Lots of lessons learned last week, you know, both on and off the pitch.
For who?
For everybody.
I don't know. I mean, I give my opinion on things, and that people don't have to agree with it. It left a lot of debate open for people to, you know, share their views, whatever. They don't have to agree with me. I give my own individual opinion on how I feel I've been treated over the time I've been here.
Do you think we've learned from what happened off the pitch, Neil, not just with what happened to yourself, but the Morelos going through and situation at St Mirren as well? Is there a wake-up call here for supporters, and does Scottish football need to wake up to the fact to actually stamp this out? I mean, for example, we've got some big games again this weekend. Yourselves go to Pittodrie for one. Will there be any more security there? Will there be something, you know, that Scottish football is going to do to try and stamp this out?
Well, hopefully. You know, it's down to the individuals as well, Brian. You know, you think after what happened on Wednesday night that would be the end of it, and then you see what happens to Alfredo, who's just celebrating a goal. It's down, you know, it's an individual's decision to throw a coin. Hopefully they get him or her, and they're punished accordingly and severely. And it's got to be a deterrent, the punishment, for other people to look at and go, you can't do stuff like that. It's totally unacceptable.
Should the SPFL and the clubs and possibly the SFA get together?
Well, the authorities, you know, should be getting together and doing more about it, and coming up with some sort of solution. What that solution will be is, I don't know. Is it worthy of a custodial sentence? Maybe. You know, taking away someone's season ticket isn't enough, I don't think.
Closing areas of the ground?
You're punishing the clubs then, and I think that's getting a little bit too extreme, because you're punishing the other supporters as well. 99.9% are good supporters who want to go and watch a game of football and enjoy it.
How were you personally feeling now?
I'm alright, yeah, good. I'm alright, I'm good. I enjoyed Mourinho after the game yesterday, thinking, yeah, know exactly how you're feeling. But then the reactions totally smacks of double standards and hypocrisy, and that's where we are in the game up here sometimes.
Can you expand on that, please, in terms of...
You know what I'm talking about. Look, the reaction to Jose doing what he did was banter. It's fun, love it. And, you know, that's the mainstream down there. Up here, it's goading, inciting violence, inciting a riot. We're human beings at the end of the day. I think there's a reason why Jose did it, and I totally understand the reason why he did it.
Is that frustrating then? Is that part of the whole thing that you were going on about last week then?
Yes. the whole narrative.
You mentioned in terms of punishing the clubs, there was Hearts and Hibs both hit by the SFA this week for the confrontation, I think they said, between the players. What did you make of that charge?
Well, there's a new rule that, you know, you can't have 3 or more players surrounding, you know, the referee or getting involved in a, you know, confrontation. So it's very difficult in that, you know, split second when the emotions are running high to avoid that. But that is the rule.
Craig Levine today said he felt a lot of the players involved were actually peacemaking. They were trying to, you know, drag the guys involved out of it. Does it maybe require more than just saying, well, there was 3 or more of each team involved? You actually have to look at the roles that were being.
Yeah, I think you have to look at the incident in isolation, really, and look at the roles that the individuals were portraying. And again, I didn't think it was that sinister, that severe. You know, I really didn't. You know, I didn't think it was overly aggressive. I've seen many incidents like that over the years that have just been dealt with common sense.
Do you think the league are trying to show they're doing something because of everything else that's gone on that night?
I don't know, Luke. I don't know. You need to ask the league that. I don't know. I've not really sort of spent much time looking at it, really.
Craig Levine also said if they think that's bad, then go back a few years when he was playing, you would see real sort of confrontations. Is that the thing now? Is it got a bit too sanitised, especially for a derby when you said emotions are high?
I just think that the referee dealt with it at the time, and that really should have been the end of it. You know, what we're doing is bringing it up again when we don't really need to. You know, and there wasn't that really much I talked about it. It wasn't even unsavoury, really. It was just, you know, people, you know, bouncing chests off each other and then, you know, breaking it up. And I didn't think there was anything overly malicious in it at all.
What's your take on Lewis Ferguson and the form that he's in at the moment?
He's a good young player, you know, and he's obviously very highly thought of in Hamilton. And he's in a great vein of form at the minute. He's got good pedigree in the family. He's got to live up to the expectations of his father and his uncle, but he seems to be making, you know, really good strides in his own way. So obviously one to watch.
That can weigh a lot on a young lad's shoulder. He's only 19, and he's already had a big move, you know, from Hamilton to Aberdeen. He's now playing regular football, but he looks as if he has the stature, you know, to cope with that.
Yeah, and obviously the experience of, you know, his family and that will stand him in good stead. But he wants to be his own player in his own right, and he's making very great strides in that so far.
What are you expecting from your players then tomorrow?
A buzz, you know, that we didn't have last week. A bit of effervescence about our play, and, you know, a good tempo to the game. And obviously we like to create a lot more chances than we did last week, but that's difficult because Aberdeen are, you know, stiff opposition. Derek has. I don't have any admiration for Derek. I think he's done a fantastic job there and is doing it again. So we know we're in for a tough game, but a good game to look forward to.
What about another Lewis Stevenson signed a new contract in the club, Neil? Is that an easy decision?
You need to ask Louis that. It was easy for us to offer him it.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great season last year. You know, again, very consistent performer. His contract was coming up, and obviously we wanted to get him bedded down for a little bit longer, and I think he's happy and we're happy.
He's still only 30. What do you think in terms of development here? Because he seems very settled at Hibernian. What do you want more from him in terms of his game and what he can add?
He's a good defender, you know, 1v1. Maybe his end product at times, you know, but I can't ask much more of what Louis given me since I've been here, and certainly under other managers he's performed very consistently as well. So just more of the same, really. And if you can add an assist here and there, that'd be great. But we're very happy with the overall performance of Louis and the influence he has on the team as well.
There seems to be competition for that place now as well. Will that help Lewis in a way to keep on on his toes?
Of course it will, yeah. It's not, listen, he doesn't need keeping on his toes. He's very conscientious. He's a good professional, trains well. He never misses training, never misses games. And he plays at a high level, more or less every week. But obviously there'll be times when he might need a break, and he hasn't had one really for a long time. So Nelham is, you know, what you would say maybe in to give him a hand, and obviously with the games coming up in December, we're going to need that.
Who's in? Who's out? Yeah.
Heineman's a doubt. He's got a sore ankle. Ayapong and Hanlon and Gray are still struggling. So it's out
Travel?
as you were really. No,
No.
I don't think so. Heineman probably won't travel either.